going to hunt you down. He's going to find out what's going on. And that's good. That's good for everybody. That's how you should be looking at this. Like, wow, we have a brilliant mind that is examining these really corrupt and goofy systems and bringing in a bunch of psychopath wizards.
Joe Rogan isn't holding back this time and is attacking Whoopi Goldberg. It all started when Whoopi accused Elon Musk of using his wealth and influence to influence governmental policy. Despite the lack of hard evidence to back up her claims, she spoke with assurance about Musk's alleged criminal activity. Shortly after Whoopi's comments went viral online, Elon retaliated with a massive $900 million defamation lawsuit. According to his legal team, Whoopi's comments hurt Tesla's stock price and could hurt future business negotiations. The lawsuit also claimed that her comments might make investors react negatively. Musk is demanding Whoopi's full retraction, a public apology, and monetary compensation to make up for the...
How's Elon handling this whole... He's probably like, what the...
Yeah, he was definitely and he was happy that the ADL, of all people, defended him.
Things quickly spiraled out of control, and when Whoopi Goldberg appeared in court, she reportedly sobbed and admitted that she had no idea her comments would lead to such a serious lawsuit. Whoopi acknowledged Elon Musk's achievements as a businessman and apologized for any offense her remarks may have caused during the hearing. She also reiterated her concerns about corporate influence in politics. However, Musk's legal team refused to assert that Whoopi presented her claims as fact, transforming this from a free speech dispute into a defamation action. On the other side, Joe Rogan didn't hold back when he criticized Whoopi's emotional response in his podcast. Rogan went on to say that celebrities with significant fan bases should be more circumspect when making bold claims without evidence. He even chastised a viewpoint for allowing such a debate without any proof.
You're not really making the world a better place. Right. You're just allowing these financial institutions to enact control over corporations. And it's a really shifty, weird way they're doing it by making it seem like they're trying to make the world a better, more...
According to Joe Rogan, this was about accountability rather than free speech. He pointed out that Goldberg used her position on The View to spread false information, but she handled the fallout very differently. Those who demand accountability from others often play the victim when the tables are turned. When Whoopi attempted to take back her comments after the Musk lawsuit, Rogan criticized the hypocrisy and underlined that, given the show's enormous impact, her comments about Elon could not be written off as personal opinions expressed to millions of viewers. This episode exposed a significant issue with modern media, according to Rogan, who did not believe her and insisted that her emotional cultum reaction, which included tears, apologies, and claims that were misinterpreted, had no bearing on the fact that she made baseless accusations. People say whatever they want without thinking about the consequences, then they turn around and blame him when those consequences arise. His portrayal resonated with many of his listeners, especially those who had grown tired of Whoopi Street.
One had something to say, but no one said, "Oh, well, how you doing? Yeah. How you doing?" Because it involves so many other things, and I think that it is a matter of how we treat ourselves.
Joe Rogan argued on his podcast that the media played a significant role in enabling Whoopi Goldberg's actions. He called attention to the fact that many news outlets reported Whoopi's statements about Elon Musk without questioning their accuracy. Instead, they exaggerated a claim without fact-checking or providing fair coverage, giving the impression that Musk was actually involved in influencing public policy. Rogan criticized the viewpoint, saying that instead of reporting the facts, it now seeks to further a specific political or social goal. He claimed that because disinformation is accepted as long as it advances a network's desired message, this kind of media environment promotes it. He also took issue with the media's hasty defense of Whoopi in spite of the lawsuit and the fact that her allegations were untrue, since other media outlets continued to back her in spite of the lack of evidence. Rogan called his reaction dangerous and dishonest, asserting that if a conservative media figure had made similar accusations against a liberal, the reaction would have been very different.
This is the most important part. This was right after she was saying, "We are run by ABC News. You should trust us, not Joe Rogan, who believes in dragons." So she by saying we should trust them because they're double-checked by ABC News, and then making the stupidest fucking...
Joe Rogan claims that if the situation had been reversed, the media would have immediately demanded proof, but Whoopi was exempt because her comments supported the most prominent tale of billionaires and political corruption. Rogan claims that this case concerns whether public personalities in the media should be held to the same standards as the general public. He made it clear that if you have a platform, it is your responsibility to utilize it responsibly, and that you would be held accountable if you spread false information. This was not just about Whoopi and Elon Musk.
Audience is not really their audience. Their audience is a group of people they bring in to watch television shows. You know, I don't know if you've ever seen audiences before for TV shows, but a lot of them are paid. They're paid to be there.
Although Goldberg claimed that her comments against Elon Musk were only humorous, many people found it difficult to believe her apology given the situation and time of her initial words. Goldberg tried to control the backlash, but her excuse only made matters worse.
You know, when you're a certain age, you use words that you know from when you were a kid or you remember saying, and that's what I did today, and I shouldn't have. I should have thought about it a little longer before I said it.
Whoopi Goldberg's weak defense on his show was swiftly exposed by Joe Rogan, who made it clear that a comment about Elon Musk was intended as a serious statement during a discussion about his alleged political powers rather than as a joke. Although he also questioned why Whoopi became so emotional in court if she truly believed her comment was harmless, Rogan insisted that her attempt to downplay it as a joke was actually a last-ditch attempt to avoid the consequences. Rogan claimed that her response showed that she knew she had gone too far, and that there wouldn't have been such a strong reaction after Musk filed his lawsuit if it had only been a lighthearted joke. In the meanwhile, Whoopi's Coop host to The View tried to defend her, but their arguments were dismissed. Joy Bejo said that the statement was misinterpreted, while Sonny Horton claimed that Musk's action was an attempt to intimidate them. Rogan didn't think it was true, stating that Whoopi's comments were too specific to be misunderstood and that her serious manner at the time made it clear they weren't meant as a joke. Rogan went on to say that this is a common problem in modern media, where people try to minimize criticism of their strong statements by saying they were a joke or taken out of context. He also reminded the audience that Whoopi had previously faced criticism for her comments. According to Rogan, this pattern shows how she had grown too comfortable voicing her thoughts without considering the consequences.
Everybody makes the choice in life. If I have to be concerned that you are upset with me, you're thinking, oh, you and I have a connection. You don't realize there are 10,000 other people who are yelling the same stuff at me.
There is no doubt that neither Joe Rogan nor Musk will back down. Rogan has made a strong case for holding Whoopi accountable, and Musk seems determined to see this case through to the end. The litigation is still ongoing, but it is already starting to take the form of a significant cult case. According to reports, Musk's attorneys are gathering evidence that Whoopi's remarks were harmful and false. They want to argue that her remarks directly affected Musk's reputation and may have affected how government representatives and business executives view him. What are your thoughts on this situation? Please share your thoughts in the comments section and don't forget to subscribe for more updates.